In a town where red carpets and flashbulbs often hide the truth, a rare moment of raw honesty has taken center stage. Jennifer Garner, the adored Hollywood actress and mother of three, has broken her silence on something deeply personal: Ben Affleck's ongoing and devastating battle with health and addiction. For years, the world has speculated, judged, and whispered. But now, Garner is speaking out, not just as Affleck's ex-wife but as a longtime friend and co-parent who has stood by him in some of his darkest hours. Garner's voice, filled with compassion and emotional weight, reminds us that behind the glitz and glamour of fame, celebrities face very real, very human challenges. Her revelation comes not to place blame, but to shed light on Affleck's courageous fight, his stumbles, and his determination to heal, a journey marked by pain, perseverance, and hope. Ben Affleck is no stranger to the headlines. From his Oscar-winning success to high-profile relationships and turbulent career decisions, Affleck has lived much of his life in the spotlight. But the public has only seen part of the picture. Behind closed doors, he has waged a painful and ongoing battle with addiction and mental health struggles. Over the years, Affleck has checked into rehab multiple times. He's spoken publicly about his alcoholism, admitting that it's a disease he continues to manage every single day. "I want my kids to know there's no shame in getting help," he once said. Those words, as Garner recently pointed out, weren't just for the cameras. They were the words of a man trying to find redemption, not just for himself but for his family. For years, Jennifer Garner remained quiet. Even when tabloids speculated wildly about Affleck's behavior, his breakdowns, and his rehab stints, she kept her head down. Her focus, she's said, was always on protecting her children and preserving whatever dignity could be salvaged from a very public marriage and divorce. But now, as the emotional toll becomes harder to ignore and Affleck's struggles become more visible again, Garner has chosen to speak out. In a recent interview that shook fans and insiders alike, she acknowledged that staying silent no longer felt right. "It's not about protecting Ben anymore," she said. "It's about standing up for what he's actually going through, and what it takes to fight a disease that doesn't care about your status, your career, or your family." Garner didn't stop there. She shared deeply emotional moments, watching him relapse, seeing the pain in their children's eyes, and feeling helpless as someone she once loved crumbled under the weight of addiction. Her voice cracked as she recalled driving him to rehab in 2018, knowing he was broken but praying he still had the strength to rebuild. While Affleck has remarried and moved forward in his personal life, the connection between him and Garner remains strong, grounded in their children and their shared history. Their co-parenting relationship has been praised by many, but Garner admits it hasn't been easy. "There were times I wanted to walk away," she confessed. "But Ben is the father of my kids. He's part of my family, whether we're married or not." She detailed how the children, especially their oldest daughter Violet, have grown more aware of what their father has been battling. "They're not babies anymore," Garner explained. "They ask questions. They see things. And I want them to understand that their dad is fighting, that he's not giving up." Sources close to the family say that Garner continues to offer quiet support even now, checking in regularly, ensuring the kids stay emotionally grounded, and even helping Affleck stay on track when he faces temptation. Since Garner's emotional confession, Hollywood has responded with overwhelming empathy. Stars like Reese Witherspoon, Matt Damon, and even Jennifer Lopez, Affleck's current partner, have acknowledged the bravery it took for Garner to speak up. What's perhaps more surprising is how Affleck has reacted. Insiders say he was deeply moved by Garner's honesty, and it has reportedly encouraged him to recommit to his recovery with fresh determination. "He knows he's lucky," a friend of Affleck revealed. "Not everyone has someone like Jennifer rooting for them, even after everything." This revelation also comes at a critical time, as Affleck is once again navigating intense media scrutiny. Rumors of tension in his marriage with Lopez, coupled with public appearances that have sparked concern about his health, are putting him back under the microscope. Garner's decision to speak now appears not only timely but deeply necessary, to humanize a man who's more than just a headline. Despite the heartbreak, Garner ended her statement on a hopeful note. "I believe in Ben," she said. "I believe he can be the man he wants to be, the father our kids deserve. And I will never stop rooting for him, no matter what path he's on." Those are the words of someone who has seen it all, the good, the bad, and the unimaginable, and still chooses compassion. In a world obsessed with celebrity scandal, Jennifer Garner has chosen something far more powerful: honesty, vulnerability, and grace. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt and eye-opening updates straight from the heart of Hollywood. Turn on notifications so you're always first to know when we drop another exclusive.